Apparently, about 85% of people or so need to get their wisdom teeth removed at some point. So I guess I wasn't really surprised when I needed mine out. Kind of. The last year or so, my dentist was kind of looking or whatever, and they're like, oh, yeah, no, doesn't look like your wisdom teeth are coming in. You should be all good. And then my last appointment, before I was going to like switch over to a different dentist, they're like, all right, we'll do one last x-ray before you're gone. Surprise, surprise. My wisdom teeth went from literally not existing to coming all the way in. And they didn't even just come in. They were like completely sideways. Apparently this is called like an impacted wisdom tooth or teeth, whatever. Usually like, your teeth come up through the, like they're all in a line, they come up. Mine were, I mean, look at this image. Mine were literally like 90 degrees tilted. So yeah, that was pretty bad and also very surprising news because I'm like, all right, let me go in here, get this appointment done, and then I can get home and stream. And then it turns out that, this information was dropped. But no, I mean, the reason people, just talking in wisdom teeth in general, the reason that, like, most people get those removed, apparently back, like, caveman days, like, our ancestors, I guess, used them for raw meat. And, like, now there's no need for them because we actually cook our food. And, yeah, there's also no space for them, too, apparently. So, yeah, now my wisdom teeth were not only just taking up space, which is the main reason lots of people need them out, but they were also like sideways, at least the bottom one. So they were like pushing my teeth inwards, which apparently is not very good, which I guess it makes sense. So yeah, we did need to have surgery to remove these. Now, that was why, I mean, most of you guys probably know, but that's why I was gone for the last weekend or so. Even now, like, I'm pretty much back. Like, I'm like 90% recovered, I guess, whatever. But even now, just like talking, bro, I can literally feel like, I don't even know how to explain it. It feels like there's like air underneath all of my teeth talking right now. Because I haven't like full out yapped all weekend. So like, this is kind of weird. I better do this video first try. But no, basically, scheduled the surgery. I had to show up an early morning, and I mean, here's how it went. So Thursday night was like the night before the surgery. Basically, you couldn't eat anything after midnight that night. So Thursday night, I got home and literally just like stuffed myself, I guess. I ate as much food as I could. And then the next morning, we woke up. It was Friday. I had to get up really early actually to get there. And bro, I don't know if it was like me just being hungry or maybe it was a bit of nervousness because, like, I don't know. I guess this was somewhat nerve-wracking. I don't know. Bro, my stomach was gurgling, bro. Was I hungry? Was I nervous? I don't know, bro. It would not stop. But no, we showed up Friday morning, and yeah, I mean, what happened Friday morning? So, I mean, first off, this is just a random thing, but you basically, like I said before, you have to like fast before you go in, right? Like you can't eat anything. I don't know, like midnight. So it was like 12 hours before the surgery. I thought this was so like people like didn't like eat right before and their teeth are all gross and what. Apparently, it has nothing to do with like you getting your teeth dirty. I need to get like anesthesia, and apparently, like if you do that in a full stomach, there's a risk of you like vomiting or something. So I thought that was kind of weird. I'm like, all right, it's so my teeth are very clean. No, it's so like, because I have to be asleep for this, right? So it was like something to do with that. Something to do with that. But no, we show up. The people are really nice, honestly. I mean, they were like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. We're giving them thousands of dollars to rip my teeth out. But like they were super talkative. They were like super nice. I think at one point when I was actually like in the surgery room, they were like, I guess just because I'm an 18-year-old man slash boy, they were like talking about like video games to me. They're like, oh yeah, what video games do you play? Which I thought was really strange to ask, but guess what I told them, guys? Yeah, no, my surgeon knows that I play Brawl Stars well. But no, I mean, it was nice. Like, we were in there, and, like, obviously, like, I was on the surgery table or whatever, face up. They were doing whatever they were doing. I could hear my pulse going, and they were, like, super, distracting, comforting, I guess, which is nice, because, I mean, not that I was going to freak out, but I guess some people might, it was just comforting, which was nice. But no, I'm, like, we're there, whatever, we're laying there, and, basically, this was, like, an asleep surgery. At first, I was really, really like, I was kind of like what's the word? I wasn't really a fan of like, being asleep for this. But looking back, bro, I was so glad. I could not imagine laying there for 30 minutes as like there's a bunch of people above you just like, you know, drilling your gums and your teeth and rip it like it. Ugh. Now that no, I'm glad we, went through that, but like had the whatever anesthesia. Basically, it's like a surgical drug where like you go asleep for it and then you don't feel the extreme pain or I don't know. I don't know. That was a good idea that I was hesitant to take at first, but no. So we're there. That happens. They're like really nice. Then we go to sleep and then they take my teeth. So basically, what they had to do um, so my teeth are sideways, so that's not good. They had to like drill they had to cut into the gum, and then apparently the tooth is so weird in there. They had to like cut both the bottom teeth in half. So there might be like I don't know bone all it's not even bone I guess it's tooth but I don't know it was I wasn't there I didn't see it but I don't know I thought that was interesting and the bottom one or the top ones I mean the top ones were easy bro like most people's wisdom teeth apparently they just like grow in like normal like my top ones I couldn't even feel them afterwards like I literally had to run my tongue along my like mouth to see that those were missing right like I don't know the main things were the bottom ones and so yeah they pulled the top ones out then they had to cut into my gum, cut the teeth in half to take the bottom ones out. And yeah, I mean, I was asleep for this. I don't remember any of it. The first thing I remember, like, waking up, well, first off, beforehand, like, I was sitting there, everybody was, like, doing their thing, like, oh, pulse is on, and oh, so what do you play video game? Or, oh, we're gonna, do this now. And then I remember sitting there, like, for a good minute. I'm like, I was about to ask them, like, yo, when does this anesthesia kick in? And the next thing I remember, I was like waking up in a different room. I think there was another patient beside me. I don't fully remember. But I remember the girl's like, yo, are you awake? And my first thing I said to her, I'm like, yo, what's up? Yo, there's two of you. And that is all I remember. Then I was out of there and yeah, I mean, I guess that's where, bro, you see all those videos of people like saying weird stuff on like anesthesia. Maybe I did that. Apparently, I was pretty quiet. I don't know. But no, once it was over, I don't remember much. I actually, well, what I do remember, it was a long drive home, bro. They like apparently well, not apparently, I know this. They like put gauze in my mouth because like I don't know, stop the bleeding. Apparently, when I got home, like the white gauze was like pure red and like dripping down my chest, which I don't remember that, but very, very bloody, I guess. And honestly, like, I guess this was the worst part. Overall, in general, it wasn't too bad, but no, like, my mouth would not stop bleeding. I was just sitting there, like, jaw locked on the gauze, trying to, like, stop it from bleeding. And then I got home, and I was like, I guess in shock. Not really. It was honestly kind of chill, but no, I got home like, yo, let me watch some Brawl Cup. Brawl Cup's about to start. Bro, I could not like, bro, there was blood like all over. I was in so much pain, but I mean, honestly, like it wasn't even that bad. Like after like an hour, maybe 2 hours, like the bleeding just stopped. And then like once the painkillers kicked in, I honestly went from like oh my gosh, bro, this is gonna be a terrible day. To like, I was literally normal. Like, I was probably like 70% normal, like not even 2 hours after getting home, which was very, very nice. Now, obviously, I wasn't like fully there. Like, I couldn't really open my mouth and I couldn't eat anything. Like, bro, smoothies, so good. Ice cream, so good. Applesauce, bro, that's the only thing I could eat. But now, after that, it was like, mm, I literally was just chilling. No, honestly, like we sat there, watched Brawl Cup. I was so glad that NA's matches were like the later ones because I would have missed them. But I was sitting there watching Brawl Cup, a little bit of hockey, and like, I mean, that was literally it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it was honestly like I was going into this expecting like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be out for the weekend. Now, obviously, I couldn't like have a 6 hour stream full at like yelling. Like even right now, talking is kind of weird. But like we were like probably 80% better by the end of the first day. So yeah, overall, very, very good experience. I think we definitely like, I don't know. Did I have it bad? Apparently your teeth sideways isn't good. Maybe I would have been luckier if they came up straight and would have been better. I don't know. But we bounced back pretty fast, I feel like. But no, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back to normal with normal content later this week. So hope to see you guys there. And yeah, no, if you're like maybe you're getting your wisdom teeth out, or you're hoping they don't come in, or maybe you like have your own experiences. First off, don't worry. At least from what I went through and what I know other people went through, honestly, very light situation. But yeah, no, and if you have your own experiences, definitely feel free to share in the comments below. And one last thing, for you weirdos that were like, "Yo, Scorch, how much can I bid on your wisdom teeth?" Yo, Scorch, how much for, keeping, bro? Yeah, I mean, they took them, bro. I literally lost out on so much money. I'm sorry.